Hey, welcome everyone. It's Friday. I I filled up my one book already that I bought last week. It didn't take long. I mean, doing this is the paper I used. This paper was 11.7 times 16 and a half inches for. I filled the whole book up with flowers and landscapes. So I'm going back to the old book I have. This is thinner paper though, so it might bubble up. This is bigger. It's 14 by 17. So I've got a lot more space to work with in here, so I'm gonna have to hurry. I'm gonna do a purple background. It's acrylic paint, just a light background. When you use the paper, you got to really use a soft brush and kind of wet it. A little jar here with water so I can wet the brush. I'm just trying to get a cool looking background. I throw the paint up there. I mix my purple and blue and white in the palette box. So there's multiple colors on this brush right now. My main goal is to try and keep this background very light. So I'm adding a lot of white in the paint so it's too dark, like this here. I'm going to try and put a little green in it now. We'll put a little green in it. Get some different colors going in over here. Yeah, you could these notepad or paper. You get a lot of pads in there, a lot of paper. It's pretty good for like if you're doing like this type of art. Mostly these I'm going to paint them and take pictures of them and make prints of them. So you can see when you use this paper, it starts to roll a little. So you should like tape it down on board. But since I'm in a hurry, I'm not going to do that. It should flatten out now that I've got all the paint on there. There's my background and I'm sticking to it. I'll go with a purple vase today. I'm using this is a brush, really soft. It's a filbert brush. It's kind of round on the top here. And let's put in a vase here. I think I'm going to go perfectly round, maybe a round vase, but with a pretty long neck on it, like this, and then vase there. To try and make it look like glass, so these vase and flowers are pretty fun to do. We'll cut the bottom up a little here. Yeah, it's not you should tape this down if you're going to do it on paper. All right, so there's my vase. That looks pretty good. We'll put some green in here because I'm going to put some leaves in here now. This is sap green and got some black in it. And we'll run some leaves out of here. Wow, I really like that. I think I'll put a few leaves down here. Stem down there. I'll put a rose down there. All right, very good. This will probably be the only painting I do today because I got so much to do. I've got a show to do tomorrow, an art show. And run these stems down into the vase so it looks like glass. This will end up looking pretty good when I'm done. I like to try and run these stems like all over the place. It ends up looking really cool with all these things going around, and I highlight them. It looks really cool. So the more of these things you put in, I think the better. And then I'll put stuff around the outside once it's done. I haven't got my good paint yet. I'm going to Michael's after this to get some frames for the art show tomorrow. And I'm going to get prints. I drop off my musical equipment at this place because I'm also playing music tomorrow at a beer festival. I got so much to do. It's unbelievable, but here I am painting this one. We'll put those in here today. I like the red really pops. Very cool. Let's see who's in here today. I got my Tommy. How you doing, guys? Good morning, everyone. Right on. Good morning. Good morning. I was charging my phone. Marianne, how's it going? Wolfad. Tommy, my bad ad addiction on. I always get the coolest names in my chats. Right on, Marianne. So I did a painting last night of an octopus. It came out pretty good, man. I didn't do a live of it, but I do have a video of it. I'll probably post it later. But I've got stuff to do today to get ready for my art show. It's Friday. That's cool. When I lived in Las Vegas, man, Friday was our big party day. Payday, right to the bar, the casinos. Our company gave us, they gave us, if you didn't have enough money for the week, they would give you like a front on your check. So there in Vegas, I mean, there was a lot of guys that would blow their whole check Friday after work at the casinos. This looked cool with just red in there. Look at Magbet. You guys are crazy, man. Come up with a good name for mine. I was watching, that guy that does the dog training stuff, Caesar? Yeah, Caesar. He was trying to get this one dog, just wouldn't stop barking. And he got the thing to stop. And I went to some lady's house to work on something at her house the other day, and the dog's bark. Tried it on that dog, and it worked. The thing shut up. It's pretty amazing. Caesar. Whisper. Let's put some highlights on these leaves. It'll look a lot better. It'll make this thing pop. Good morning, everyone. Where's my soda? That's looking pretty cool. I like making the leaves look kind of, eerie looking, like I should kind of fence, like a metal fence in the background, way in the background. Like give this painting like a dark look, although flowers are, mix it with a little bit of darkness in there. All right, watch some of these leaves with a little green now, and then you'll see it really gives the painting some a different look. Just by layering it on top, it's already there. All right, I like that. Very cool. Let's see. Wow. That's looking pretty awesome. I got 5 likes already. Right on. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. You want to see the octopus? Yeah, hold on. Where's my book at? The octopus. And the octopus is in the shade. I'd like to be under the sea. There's the octopus. I mean, it's not greatest. It looks, I mean, it's okay for maybe like a birthday card or something, but that was the octopus. That was the first try, so I'll probably end up doing more of it, and then it'll kind of evolve into something better. Like these, when I started doing these 3 weeks ago, they weren't that good, and then they're transforming. Here's the first one I did, remember? This was the first one. Look how bad that looks. And now they're turning into this. So they get better. They get better the more you do them. See that? Good print of one. I'll be selling these tomorrow. I live in Seattle, so people here, they love art. I mean, people love art all over the world, but they have a lot of art festivals here in Seattle. If you're an artist and for a good city to move to, this is a good city for art. because I lived in Las Vegas, and it wasn't that good there. For artists, it wasn't a good scene because it was more about casinos. Seattle's more about art. Don't get me wrong, I love Las Vegas, but like I said, it wasn't the art scene wasn't even close to what it is here in Seattle. And you're probably saying, well, they have Etsy and put your stuff on Etsy, but yeah, but you have to be well known, on Etsy. I'll try Etsy again because I tried it like a couple years ago. But I didn't have as many products as I got now, so it might do better. There's a lot of things you could turn your art into: puzzles, cards, greeting cards, uh, prints. But what I like about all you got to do is upload the picture, and then the company handles all the printing and all that for you. So you don't, and then they to the customer's house, and it's pretty cool actually. Oh, let's put a shadow in here. I don't want to forget about the shadow on this vase here. Look at that. Pretty cool. It's looking good. Looking good. Man, I got so much to do. First thing, I got to take all my music equipment to the place that we'll be playing at tomorrow. I'm going to drop it off there so I don't have to deal with it tomorrow. And then I have to go buy frames still. I have to go pick up my prints at the mailbox place. I think I'm going to turn I'm going to put these purple flowers here that they kind of look like horns. Look at that. They look like little horns when you do 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 do. All right, I think that's enough flowers because I've got to get rolling here pretty soon. So yesterday also I did I tried to use the neon color. I didn't really like the neon colors too much. So glad I was off today. Oh, let's put a shadow on this stem here. We'll use black. Put the shadow down here under this flower. Pretty cool. I think I want to add another like loop here on this flower. All right, it's time for the white highlights. This is my favorite part. Yeah, I'm glad you like the puss, Marianne. I'm glad you like that. I mean, I don't know. I want to do a fish scene. I'm going to do a big fish bowl right here with like flowers in it and cool fish inside the bowl. Not today, but coming up pretty soon. It's time for the white highlights. Now, when I do this, I just put a little bit. I try and think where the light is hitting each section in here. You don't need a lot of it because it's going to make it look really cool. It's going to bring out every stem in here. And this is a ink brush. It works really good. See how thin it is? So you can put really thin uh, line. So turn it like this and kind of whip it to get these cool little things going on in there. See? All right, I'm digging that. Wow, it's really looking coming together now. I know I don't have a lot of flowers in there. It's because I don't have time today to be here on for too long. Anything else that needs highlight? Da da ba ba da ba. Let me highlight a little bit here, and then I'm going to do the outside now. All right, I think that's about it. So this is a bigger painting, so I'm going to use a filbert brush to put in this stuff around the outside. A bigger filbert brush. Believe it or not, this adds a lot. It adds a painting. Uh, you could do it like I'm doing it. These are really small brush strokes, like this. Or you can actually brush strokes on there all the way around. Whatever you want to do. in the end, it makes it look like it was painted with the brushes, okay? It's not an AI. It's not an AI image. Friday. Do, 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 do. Very cool. Thanks, Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie's here. I'm gonna paint more later, yeah. Uh, After I get everything done that I need to get done. All right, it's time for my French fries. My curly fries. Time for the curly fries. Very cool. That really adds a lot to it. So what I did the other day, uh, I put some of these around the flowers. It looked like the flowers were moving. When you do something like this around the whole painting, you put those lines, it'll kind of makes it look like it's shaking. Very cool. I have a... That's about all I'm going to do, guys. I got to get going. I have some... Your roses, you can keep, you know, add more color to your roses. If you don't think they're bright enough. Or dark enough. Put so in here. There we go, guys. I really like that one. That one's pretty big. That's it's a bigger pad than I've been using. You get more room to work. I know it has less flowers, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's more flowers, but it is what it is. Because I've got a lot to go on. If you do one of these, try and keep in mind keep the dark side over here and the light over here. This could be darker here. Just you could grab a darker purple and just try and darken the one side a little bit, like that. This side looked darker. Alright guys, I am done. I've got a lot to do. Tomorrow during the art show I'll go live a couple times. Maybe see what I do out there when I sell my art. That'll be fun, huh? There's only 2 of you in here, but that's fine. Probably Marianne and Bonnie. Everybody else left, I can tell. It looks like they gave me likes, though. I know there's not a lot of time today. Everybody's probably at work. They probably sneak in to catch little bits while they're at work. The way these are developing, you're probably wondering why I do so many. It's because it's just like playing guitar, okay? When you first start playing guitar, you play the song, right? And it's not really good at first, and then it takes you a while to get that song down. It's the same thing with the flower paintings. They're going to evolve into something different. All right, guys, have a good day. I'll be on later on, Marianne. We'll try and get everything done quick, and I'll probably do maybe a landscape. Bonnie, good to see you. Hope all is well. Have a good week, guys. Cheers.